Years ago, probably 30 or 40 years ago now, when I first started thinking about how to change what I'm calling old normal, I was just a teenager and I was living in Christchurch in the suburbs, and I got up one day onto the rooftop of the house that I lived in. And I just sat there contemplating these thoughts that I was having about how human beings could potentially change the way they lived. And I noticed up there from the rooftop, looking down into the neighbours' properties, I could see how much room the fences between the properties took up, and visualised that if those fences were removed and the whole place opened up and landscaped beautifully with no more rubbish piles in the corners and what have you, how wonderful that would be. So it was from these initial thought experiments that I was having with myself and the circumstances I was in, that over the years they spun off into a bigger visualization of how we human beings could change the way we lived. And this thread of thinking I started to follow, or perhaps knitted together as I followed it, and saw this picture forming of how human beings quite easily could significantly shift from the way we were doing things, or are still doing things, and the way we've been living, and shift our thinking to another way of living, and creating this way with minimum disturbance to our lives as individuals in these homes, our caves, our cells, where we do our things privately. So at the moment there is a big stress going on, and it's only going to get bigger. And even if New Zealand does manage to contain the virus, keep it from being as terrible as it is in other countries at the present time, well, if we could contain that, we're still going to have to keep our borders closed and the aeroplanes grounded. The aeroplanes are grounded throughout the world, and so no one's going to fly over here anyway. Things are going to get quite quiet. We're not going to allow them to come in, even if they are allowed to fly again. Tourism is over. If we want to go and visit and look at something, we go on the internet. So it's not over, as in we will never be able to travel the world again. No. Part of the plan is to engage that again eventually, but that's a long way down the line. Right now, we have to deal with the virus, COVID-19, which has shut down our ability to travel. But if we've contained that virus in our own country to the degree that we can come out and travel again around our own islands, that's a good start. So many of our own citizens have never had the opportunity to travel and see their own country. It means we can function as a community, but this world stage thing, even that all countries are on the world stage and affect each other accordingly, we are still more now an island nation on our own. I thank you for watching and listening to my videos. I understand it is not what most people are wanting to hear right now. It is too soon, as the saying goes. After time, it will become more relevant. For now, I wish us all well, and this is my way of sending love. kia kaha. We can get through this. Be strong. It's not a problem really, but if it is a problem, every problem does have a solution. Bless you.